Hello, everybody. Here we have 40 pennies that were minted after 1983. Wonderful year 1983. We saw the Flash Dance by Irene Cara hit #1, as well as a number of Michael Jackson songs, especially from his album called Thriller. So in the meantime, we see that there are 37 pennies. The mean weight of these pennies was 2.4991 grams, and the standard deviation weight for the pennies was 0.01648 grams. Today, we're going to use a 0.05 significance level to test the claim that the samples from a population of pennies with weights having a standard deviation greater than 0.01 grams. Okay, so now look at 0.01648. It is bigger than 0.01, so this claim might be true. So let's proceed and see what happens. Okay, so first we'll put in the claim statement. And the claim is, we claim that the weights have a standard deviation greater than 0.01 grams. And since we're doing something about a standard deviation, we'll use lowercase sigma. So sigma greater than 0.01. Okay, next is the complement statement. To get the complement statement, we asked ourselves, to get the complement statement is the opposite of the claim statement. So in order to get the complement statement, we asked ourselves, which numbers are not greater than 0.01? Well, they must be less than 0.01 or even equal to. And so the complement is going to be sigma less than or equal to 0.01. Next is the HO statement. It will always have equal sign inside it, so we'll say sigma is equal to 0.01. Next is the H1 statement. So possible symbols that we can have for the H1 statement are not equal to, or less than, or greater than. Well, let's see. When I look at the claim and the complement, the claim has a greater than in it, and that is a possible symbol that H1 can be. Less than or equal to is for the complement. The less than or equal to is not an available symbol for the H1, so it must be the claim statement which has the greater than. And so we'll make the claim statement be the H1 statement. So sigma is greater than 0.01. Okay, next is the p-value. So we'll get the p-value by using Statcrunch. Okay, we'll open Statcrunch. And we'll go to stat. And we're doing a test for standard deviation, but unfortunately there is no option for standard deviation stats. However, please recall that the variance is standard deviation squared. And so we'll choose variance stats, and we'll choose one sample. And we're not going to use the data directly, so instead we'll use a summary of the data. So we'll choose with summary. So stat, then variance stats, then one sample, then with summary. All right, now I'll put in the sample variance. Let's see what that's going to be. Well, let's see, I don't have the sample variance, but I do have the sample standard deviation of 0.01648 grams. And again, recall that the variance is the standard deviation squared. So therefore, since the sample standard deviation is 0.01648 grams, the sample variance is 0.01648 squared grams squared. And so we'll put the 0.01648 squared directly into Statcrunch. So we'll put in 0.01648. Let's see what else that was. 0.01, 0.01648. That's it. So 0.01648 squared. All right. Okay, sample size. Let's see what that was again. And we have 37 pennies, so therefore the sample size is 37. All right, and we're going to perform a hypothesis test for sigma squared. And let's see, sigma squared HO. Let's see what the HO was again. HO had a 0.01, right? Yes, it was 0.01. Okay, now once it's put in the sigma squared, not sigma. So sigma was 0.01. So that means sigma squared is 0.01 squared. So we'll throw that in there like that as well. 0.01 squared or 0.01 to the 2. So we'll put in 0.01 caret 2. All right, and for HA, let's see what the symbol HA was again. HA had a greater than symbol. So we'll put in the greater than. It's right here. All right, and we'll choose store in data table, we'll choose show critical value. And now we want to put in the significance level. Let's recall what that was again. It wants us to use a 0.05 significance level. So let's put that in there. Okay, it's already in there, so no need to change it. And that's all we need to put. So we'll choose compute. And here it is right here. Looks like a very low value here, right? Let's see what that is. Let me copy and paste that in there. I'm going to expand this column so I can see all the digits. There we are. Okay, now this is scientific notation. So what this really means is 1.2973039 times 10 to the negative 7. So what this means is, to get the actual number, we're going to move the decimal point 7 places to the left. So since we have 10 to the negative 7, we're going to move the decimal point 7 places to the left. So that's going to give us point and then 6 zeros. 12973.039. Now it really doesn't matter what the exact p-value is. What really matters is which of the p-value or the significance level is bigger. Is it the p-value or is it the significance level? Okay, well, let's find out. So let's see, the significance level was 0.05, right? It was 0.05? Yes. So we need to compare this number with 0.6 zeros. And already 0.6 zeros, doesn't matter what's after that, it's already less than 0.05. And that means we reject HO. So we reject HO. And since HO is rejected, we have enough evidence to support the H1. Isn't that cool? All right. Now let's see what H1 was. H1 was the sigma greater than 0.01, which was actually the same thing as the claim statement. And so we support the claim statement. All right, so we'll say that since HO is rejected, we have, it says we have enough evidence, but we can even say we have sufficient evidence to support the claim which is sigma greater than 0.01. Okay, so this sample we got had a weight of 0.01640 grams, which was indeed bigger than 0.01, so that was enough to support the claim. Okay, so that's how to do a population standard deviation with one sample. That is a hypothesis test. So that's how to do a hypothesis test with a population standard deviation 1 sample using Statcrunch.